This is my first visual. I just wanted to start out actually talking about this cartoon right here. It's very important to what our subject is, what we're going to talk about today. If you can read that, it says, "I don't want to wear my new shirt, Mom." And you can kind of read that right there. And she's like, "I'm not giving you a choice." That's very important for the topic we were talking about today because freedom of choice in America is very important to a lot of people. It's probably one of the most important things people wish for in a politician, president, and what they love about our country. And at this moment in time, sometimes choice isn't as clear as it should be. So today we're going to talk about freedom of religion instead of just such a broad topic. My main points are about having the freedom to choose and change religions. And then my third topic is also talking about having a freedom to choose and where you want to practice within lawful boundaries, because that's very important. And there's actually some fun facts in there, like I didn't even realize like you can and can't do, like especially stuff you can't do, stuff to do with schools. And then my last point is actually having the choice in how you practice, which is very important because since we have so many different denominations of different religions, it's kind of hard for people who want to try to branch off of a certain religion to get that started in other countries, but you can do it here. So let's get started. First, I want to talk about how you have a choice in changing religions. It's very important that you have that choice because it's actually one of the main reasons people even came here in the first place. Why would they even come here? There's a big piece of land that no one's claimed right now. Why don't we go and get it? Claim it for our own. And actually, we're not the only ones. And I'm sure a lot of youth right now are actually feeling the same way. Because actually, 34 to 40% of youth and people in America are not sticking with the religion they were born with. And I think in the age of social media and people traveling more and going different places, they actually see different religions they actually didn't grow up with. So they're actually starting to see like, wow, I actually might be a part of something better than Methodist Church in my small town. Wow, I like Judaism. It's pretty cool. And I'm actually doing that right now. True story. And I'm really glad I live in a country where I can practice what I want, do what I want, and not getting thrown in jail like in other countries, like North Korea, which is very weird because they actually have no particular religion like us, but they don't want any religion. Kind of weird. And also, many people go through, when changing religions, a lot of like little side whispers, like, oh, they're giving up their faith, and it's like, not necessarily, you're just training in for a new one. Secondly, I want to talk about having the choice in where you practice within lawful boundaries. Because our country does not have a stated religion, since we do have everything from Judaism, Catholicism, Muslim faiths of many different types. I can't pronounce them all, so I'm not going to try. And then there's the Hindu faith, the certain Buddhism faith, there's Taiwanese, there's so many. And also, you can create your own religion in America. I didn't know you could do that. You actually can. If you look on the government website, you can actually register a new religion. Who would have thought? Thirdly, I want to talk about, this is actually what I want to talk about, when you can practice where you want to practice. Isn't that cute? It's a little picture of all the different faiths in America. All the different faiths in America. So I thought it was a really cool little picture to show. One of my visuals. Then my last topic is actually how you practice. I want to talk about how you can go anywhere in America and practice how you want. This is a very controversial picture in the New York Times. Obviously, you can see that this man is a Orthodox Jew. He's a practicing Orthodox Jew, from the hat, the hair, and actually how he's even dressed. Like, they actually have to wear those black long coats everywhere. And actually, this man is too. He's a practicing Orthodox Jew. He just doesn't look like, and he doesn't practice that certain part of that religion. And that's actually a big part of how you can have the choice to practice how you want. And that actually gives into so many more denominations of other religions. Like, there's so many denominations of Methodist and Baptist and Presbyterian, they all come from the one Christian faith. So if we didn't have that, I don't think America would really have a place to go. And in conclusion, I want to talk about how the American way, I'm sorry, there's something over here. The freedom of choice is very important to the American values that we have today. The main reason the first English settlers even came here was to try and find something better for their people, because in their countries, they were fighting for their lives. They were fighting for religious freedom. And we are very lucky to be in a place where we can think what we want and do what we want and live freely to be who we are and choose what we want to believe. And that's very important in America. And that was my conclusion. So thanks for listening. And I promise the actual presentation will be amazing.